Sooner or later, there comes a point in a man's life when he's got to face some facts. And one fact I got to face is that whatever it is that women like, I ain't got.
You sure is ugly.
Oh my god, there's a cute guy coming. Look ugly, look ugly.
I don't know how to look ugly.
Look ugly!
From pageants to fashion and fairy tales, there have been many enterprises that have had their basis in the idea of attraction and beauty. Magazines, commercials, news anchors, and all manners of media place emphasis on the idea of aesthetic consistency. And although there is a cancel culture climate where the true sentiment of the majority public is being suppressed, most people avoid publicly aligning themselves and/or commercial products with people who are considered hard to look at. Well, with the advent of body positivity movements and participation trophies becoming a thing for the past decade plus, is the future of commercial and/or universal beauty standards next on the wokeism hit list?
Yeah, come on, buy Victoria's Secret. You know you want to, baby. Oh yeah, look at that belly. Look at that belly.
Well, if changing the scope of beauty standards was on anyone's hit list, you would think that women might have the best argument for a beauty revolution, given the fact that this is a reoccurring topic in women's circles. But according to dating apps, men might have the best argument. Believe it or not, a woman that looks like this would get more DMs than a man who looks like this. Because while most men would do a hole in the wall and therefore don't have many options, so in many cases any woman will do, most women do have options, and most of those options are men who she believes are too strong in the face. Have you ever seen those prank videos where someone shows a picture of a baby with a struggle face to one of their loved ones, and as long as they think that their thoughts on the matter are private, they say what's really on their mind?
Ew.
You on FaceTime?
Oh, Dad. Oh.
Bruh.
I mean, it's not like you're dating the baby, but still, there's something that people find off-putting about even a strong-faced baby. And whatever that thing is that causes them to have smoke for the baby is probably intensified when it comes to choosing a mate.
I'm sorry.
But can you fault them for that?
Ew.
So perhaps there's something tied to the unattractiveness of a strong-faced man that frightens a woman at the prospect of producing unattractive offspring.
Ain't cute.
What baby?
Baby cute.
That's a monkey.
Ew.
You know, when you're good looking, everybody will tell you, oh, you look wonderful, you're so great looking. But when you're ugly, you gotta figure that shit out for yourself.
There are books, video tutorials, and boot camps that aim to tackle the attraction crisis happening with men in the world of dating. And some of these gurus may just be capitalizing on men's insecurities. Some of them sell chewing gum with the intended purposes of changing your facial structure. So let's say you're chewing this gum and doing face exercises in hopes that you could finally get a woman to swipe on your profile picture, but your inbox is still empty. And now you're facing the sobering reality that the face that you were born with is here to stay. You'll never be the supermodel. You'll never be the heartthrob. You'll never be what all the ladies fawn over. And the moment you finally made peace with your inevitable fate, VH1 drops the flavor of love. Flavor Flav is no stranger to his own reflection, and I believe that he's very aware of the champion-level strength that many women have said resides in his face. He's been the subject of roasts.
You're like a turd with teeth. Look at yourself.
He's been the butt of many jokes.
Flav is a crispity, crackly, crunchity coon. He's a black, sizzly, crunchity, crackly coon.
And still, women were lining up to compete for his pubic enemy. But Hollywood is good for producing aesthetic mismatches when judging face for face. Pretty woman Julia Roberts married singer Lyle Lovett.
Julia Roberts told reporters this week that her marriage to Lyle Lovett has been over for some time. The key moment, she said, came when she realized that she was Julia Roberts and that she was married to Lyle Lovett.
Seal to Heidi Klum. Harvey Weinstein to half of Hollywood. But none other was more confusing than the female attention garnered by this guy.
These nuts. Ha! Got him! Ha! Got him!
They call me a god. They call me a god.
right after the moment, some girl grabbed him by his face, and just started tonguing him down. The whole crowd was just like in awe. So by the time we got to the car, he had 4 girls. It's me in a 5-seater Camaro, but he kicked me out of the car so he can go to the room with the girls.
You know, you had a job before, but you're making more money now.
Yeah.
You ever worry about girls trying to get at you just for your money?
Do women really want rich men? If you're a normal guy watching this, you'd probably say yes.
Looks or money? Sex life or lifestyle? What do women prefer?
Perhaps the riddle to Welvin the Great's prowess with the ladies is attributed to something more than just his unique smile. And we have none other than the perfect scientists to implement the perfect social experiment, the Mythbusters.
All right, so let's get a group of women and ask them to rate a man's attractiveness. But the only identifiers we give them are name and occupation.
That's great. And then we'll show the exact same pictures to another group of women, but this time changing the men's occupations with higher salaries and see if that increases their allure.
We're going to show 2 sets of 50 women, 12 pictures of various men, and ask them to rate the men on their attractiveness on a scale of 1 to 10.
10 being the highest score for super duper hot.
So, we had 12 guys. We changed 6 of them to higher paying salaries, and that resulted in a plus 23% increase in their attractiveness score.
Confirmed.
It's confirmed.
You know what I really liked about this myth is that at first I was just like, ew, this is such an awful shallow cliche. But then when you break it down, bigger breasts represent fertility. Men are attracted to that. Wealth is just an indicator of being a good provider.
So we can conclude that beauty and attraction are not the same thing. For beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and some say that's only skin deep. But attraction is in the mind of the beholder. But ugly, they say,
Ew,
penetrates to the bone.